Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I coach people to play their game big. And this is another video in my series about negotiating or salary negotiating, um, where I think people make a key strategic mistake. Now, most people get a clear idea of what they do, what they need in the negotiation. And if you haven't, you need to think at the very beginning of your search, at the very beginning of your process. What's most important to you in the next job or organization? What will you need to see or hear to believe it's a good choice? And write it down. And you can do that now while you're about to enter into this negotiation, but it would have been best if you'd done it at the very beginning of your job search. So you get a clear idea of what you want out of this process and can horse trade from there. Now, once you get into negotiation, most people have a clear idea of what they want. And that's okay. It's an important step to take, but you need to understand what they want, why they chose you. And you can do that at the time of the offer. You know, even if they haven't made the offer or they're doing the formality stuff, they suggest that they're going to make an offer. You can say, hey, out of curiosity, why don't you guys choose me over my competition for this role? Because what that does is it gives you an advantage. Now, most people keep their negotiation with HR, who's very much by the book and budget oriented in how they approach things. But sometimes if you get stalled in your conversations with HR, you can go to the hiring manager and get more concessions. Even if they're unofficial concessions, you can get concessions from he or she that's going to allow you to make the deal if you understand why you were chosen. After all, if they say, well, I've got a budget, I said, how would that affect you if you had to go back from the very beginning and start your search? Like, I want to join, but I need a little bit more in the way of cash. And if you figure out that, you're going to have to interview from the very beginning to get the best person, because you don't want to hire number two. Number two wasn't good enough in your estimation. Why would you take the second choice? They're not as good. So if you go back and look for the best choice, it's going to take you time. We can come to a decision now. So can you be flexible enough on this point? And if they can't, it's around money. Could you be flexible enough to give me a salary review within constraints? They may say, no, we can't because of corporate policy. Is there a place where you can be more accommodating? Like you do pay a bonus, and perhaps if everyone in the group is due this bonus, could you do this plus a little bit more to compensate? Or could you do a sign-on? You see what I'm going to? Sometimes HR can't do that deal because they don't care as much as the hiring manager does. So if you understand why it was you, why they chose you, what's in it for them to pick you, that's information that you can use as part of your bargaining that's going to advantage you to stretch the negotiation to your advantage a little bit more. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you found this helpful. My website is thebiggamehunter.us. There's a lot there you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. I'm going to pre-announce this and say, keep an eye out for an announcement about Job Search Coaching HQ, which is I'm going to be releasing a membership site during the first quarter of 2016, where I'm going to provide an enormous amount of content to help you really in your job search from beginning to end. And I'm going to be available for Q&A that I'm not going to be available for any longer online to help you land your next job more quickly. In the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. And if you have questions about your job search, schedule time with me through my website. You'll see a tab that says, have your job search questions answered. I'd be happy to help you. Hope you have a great day. Take care.